It's not weed. Please don't give your dog cannabis. Hey Sela Bellas, and welcome back to my channel. Today's comment shout out goes to Darusha Chetty. She is the person who gave me the idea for this video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that this week has just been a very rough week. Ollie was sick on Monday, and on Tuesday Trevino cut his thumb and had to go for stitches. So I have been not looking like this for the longest time. I'm literally just dressed up today to film some content for you guys. So today's video, as you can see by the title, is everything that I've learned so far from being a dog owner. It has far exceeded my expectations in the best way possible. I don't know if we got lucky with Ollie or if this is how all dogs would be in future, but literally we have been really lucky with Ollie. I'm gonna read the questions that you guys gave me on Instagram before I go into my own tangent, so that we at least have some sort of consistency and theme and flow here. Did you think you'd get so used to you so quickly and that you become so attached and adapt to your routine? Absolutely not. Like I said, we got very lucky with Ollie. Ollie has adapted to our lives, to our routine, to his routine so fast, and I think it's because he knew nothing before this. So it's not like he came from somebody's house. Okay, well, he was obviously at someone's house, but he spent most of his like early weeks at the SPCA, and I'm sure they have like strict rules and a strict routine for them. So he came here and adjusted to all the love that we had for him, all his toys, his bed. So the one good thing that we did was when we went to the SPCA to fetch him, we took his bed, his blanket and his toy in the car. So he immediately knew that we were his parents and that was his bed. So he loves his bed, he loves his toy. His routine, it's actually quite weird how Ollie knows which parent to go to for what. So for example, he knows that Trevino is the parent to go to if he wants to play, if he wants to run around, if he wants to go for a walk, if he needs to go outside to do his business, he knows that he needs to go to Trevino. And then he knows that I'm the parent that he wants to come to when it's food time or when it's time to cuddle. Like I said, Trevino's been man down for a while. So I was taking Ollie out at night and he just thought it was a game. He was running around and playing and just not doing his thing. He was just wild. Somebody else asked, how can you even tell if you're giving your dog enough love? Sometimes they just be sitting there. Girl, I don't know either. Sometimes I'm like, can you just talk to me? I'm like, how do I know that you're happy? Can you just tell me that you love me? I actually Googled it. That's how paranoid I was. I'm like, what if Ollie's not getting enough love? What if he doesn't love us? What if he's angry? What if he's sad? And the article on Google said, okay, I know one of the telltale signs that your dog is happy is when his tail goes wild. The article said that you'll see he's just like living his life. He makes his own way through the house. The mouth is a little bit open, his tongue is out. So that's when I know Ollie is happy. But I don't think Ollie has actually been sad. Oh no, yes. Every time before he throws up, which has only happened twice in the car, his eyes go small and he gets very like panty and he starts licking me a lot. So that's how I know when he's about to throw up, and he starts heaving. I think the more time you spend with your dog, you can start seeing their body language and you pick up what cues to know what's happening next. Was that English? I don't know. Me and my English, it's like English not my first language. Being a newlywed and adding to the family, how are you coping? Because I know it's just me and my hubby and I can't adjust. It's been a little bit hard. I am gonna tell you guys straight off the bat. I've even told Trevino that having Ollie has pushed out my timeline to have a child, because the first week that he came home, Trevino and I did not have any time to ourselves. When Ollie was sleeping and it was just Trevino and I, we'd be talking about Ollie or watching Ollie. There was no us time. Before Ollie came around, it would always be just Trevino and I. When he had to go to the shop to buy like bread or something, I'd go with him just for a drive. And now things have changed so much, but I think it's strengthened our relationship in a way where now we actually have to put in effort to spend time together and separate ourselves from Ollie. Also, Ollie is a dog. He knows what he needs to do and what he doesn't have to do. He knows like his life and whatever. So he started to learn now also that he doesn't need to follow us everywhere. We're not leaving him. So sometimes if we like leave him on the couch that's his favorite spot. If we leave him on the couch, he's fine. And if Trevino and I are sitting on the dining room table or chilling in bed or something, he's fine. He's fine on the couch. He doesn't run around, he doesn't like cry or whatever. He's okay. Also, I think it's important, and I can understand where people come from, but for us, we have chosen not to make Ollie like a baby. Sometimes we do baby him, but our lives don't revolve around Ollie. Ollie fits into our lifestyle because at the end of the day, he's a pet. Now, when you have a child, which we do want to have at some point, I believe that your whole life changes. Your life revolves around your child because you need to raise that human being. With Ollie, with dogs, it's different. They already know how to walk. They know how to poop. They know where to poop. Well, Ollie knew where to poop. He knows when his feeding time is. He knows how to eat. He's sharp. He's like more evolved. When it comes to a human baby, you have to literally be there every second so that they don't die, pretty much. So I am happy in the way that Trevino and I treat Ollie. He's a huge part of our lives, but our lives are not consumed by having a puppy because that's very unhealthy, in my opinion. What made you know that Ollie was the pup you wanted? We were scrolling one night on Facebook on the Kempton Park SPCA. Actually, we scrolled on multiple SPCA pages: Johannesburg, Springs, Edenvale, Kempton Park, Randburg, like all these, Sandton, all these SPCAs in the Gauteng area. We were scrolling on their pages trying to find a puppy that we liked. And then Kempton Park SPCA had a whole litter of the same puppies, and we were scrolling and Trevino saw a female, Ollie's sister. He was like, she's so cute. And then I saw Ollie and I was like, oh my word, look at this baby. So I'm pretty sure we said this in our other video. When we went there, we viewed a completely different dog. Not the girl, not Ollie, a whole different one. And we were like, oh, he's cute, he's cute, he's cute. Trevino went in first and came out. When I went in, I kept walking past the other cages until I saw Ollie. And I was like, hello boy. And I was so excited. And then I went back and Trevino and I discussed it and we were like, okay, but the dog that we saw is not the dog that we wanted. So he went back and he went to kennel R9 and he found Ollie and he played with Ollie. And we were like, okay, Ollie is the one. So I'm going to insert the picture of the little baba that we found. And that's how we just decided. Like, he was just like, it was a connection. Toys to get. I think this depends on your dog. I know my cousins told me that her dogs like to play with clean rags tied up in knots, and that's what they play with. I know my auntie has a dog that likes to play with bricks. He rolls around bricks and plays with bricks. So for Ollie, we didn't want to buy him too many toys because we didn't want to overwhelm him like immediately. He's coming from the SPCA, so we didn't want to overwhelm him. So for Ollie, we bought him a squeaky toy. We bought him a leopard and he loves that teddy bear. It's a plush. He loves that leopard so much. That's his favorite toy. We bought him that, and then we bought him a rope. So a rope we just play, and I was also reading that playing tug of war with your dogs is very good because it helps them release any tension or aggression that they may have. And we also play fetch with that. I know the hides are not good to buy because sometimes they can choke the dog, so we didn't buy him any of that. So we literally only bought him a rope and the teddy bear. Oh, and balls. We bought him balls, but I would suggest getting plastic balls, not the tennis looking balls, because the fluff comes out and then it just hangs in Ollie's mouth and it's just like all over the house. So I wouldn't suggest getting those ones. Maybe rather get plastic ones. If you can, I would say get a slow feeder. So we bought normal balls. If you can hear something in the background, it's the washing machine, I'm sorry. So we bought normal balls for Ollie because we didn't know that he was going to be a hunger. He literally inhales his food. So until we buy a slow feeder, Trevino and I try everything to make him just calm down and eat better. So we either one will hold him, and as you guys saw if you watch my last vlog, we put grains of kibble all over the floor so he takes long to walk along and eat it, or we put a little bit at a time in his bowl, or we mix it with peanut butter, which takes him forever to eat. Also, do a lot of research on what human food dogs can eat. So the human foods that Ollie really likes is cold watermelon. I gave him mango yesterday without the peel. He wasn't interested in it that much. Also watermelon, no rind, no seeds. He likes peanut butter. Chicken and rice is his weekend meal. He loves it. I gave him egg for breakfast yesterday morning with some kibble. He enjoyed that. I fried it. What else does Ollie like? We gave him blueberries one day, but he threw up, so I haven't given him blueberries afterwards. I don't know if he threw up because of the blueberries or not, but I didn't want to give it a chance. Treats, weed treats for dogs, yes or no? So it's not weed treats, it's CBD treats where the THC has been taken out. And I think you can give that to your dog if you have a dog that gets anxious quickly. So our dog currently gets very car sick. So when we go to the vet again, I'm going to ask the vet what can we give him to help him, because it's short trips even to the vet that make him sick. So I would suggest obviously first consulting with your vet, because you don't want to give your dog something that's harmful to them. But I do know that you do get CBD oil and stuff for dogs if your dog is sick or in pain, or it works the same as it works for humans, I assume, like when the human is in pain and they take CBD. It's not weed. Please don't give your dog cannabis. It's not THC, it's CBD. So there's no THC in the stuff for the dogs. So we bought, I think it's called Bags of Wags, it's a Montego brand. We bought those treats for him. We bought him a peanut butter one. He doesn't like that one that much. He likes the mint one a lot. So because Ollie is a little bit small and those treats are like this long, we give him half at a time. So we give him half like sometime during the day if he's been good, or after a walk. Getting Ollie to go for walks in the beginning was a mission. So we used to use treats to help him just move along. How often to bath? I think you're supposed to give them a bath once a month. However, we have not given Ollie a bath as yet, and I don't know when last they gave him a bath at the SPCA, because he still has his stitches from his operation. So when you adopt a dog from the SPCA, they have to get sterilized. So he's still got his stitches in. So once his stitches are dissolved completely, it's been on this week, Monday will be 3 weeks. So once his stitches are dissolved completely, then we'll be able to give him a bath. We have put flea powder on him, and we've bought this puppy deodorant for him. He doesn't like that. And we also gave him like a bath with a face cloth, but he's still very stinky, but it's fine. What new qualities have you and your hubby learned about each other ever since you got Ollie? Like I said, we had to learn to make time for each other again, but also we've seen how the other person takes care of something other than itself. So it's been very cool to see Trevino like run around with Ollie, play with Ollie, and yeah, it's interesting to see how the other person takes care of something else other than each other, you know? Choosing a puppy name, we can't decide. So we went with something that we both liked. We started with series and we just went from there. Apparently, there's some Manchester United manager or coach or something whose name is Ollie or Ollie, I don't know, whatever. So that's what apparently our son's name is, but I think it's Oliver Queen, okay, like the Green Arrow. Having a certain idea in your head of what your dog should be like, and then they're completely different. I had no expectations of Ollie being as good as he is. I thought that we'd have to train him a lot, puppy training. We bought pee pads. We've never used a pee pad because he knows where to go. So I think we just got lucky again. And honestly, the one thing that I can say that blew my mind, I did not at all expect to be so attached to him so quickly. Ollie is, he means so much to me. I would suggest, especially, like I say Ollie is my emotional support dog. When I'm sad, he's there. When I'm happy, he's there. Ollie just never leaves my side. He's always with me if he's not sitting in the sun. He just, I don't know, having a dog is, I can't even explain it. It makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. On the inside. Does he sleep in your bed? His sleeping patterns affect yours? And biting furniture. Okay, so no, he does not sleep in our bed. Like we said, Ollie didn't know much. We taught him what he knows. So I'm the one who put him on the couch, and that's how he learned the couch. We will not be putting him on our bed. I don't think that's hygienic. I don't think that's a good thing to have a dog in your bed. He sleeps in his bed. He sleeps on the floor there. That's Trevino's side. And his sleeping patterns, in the beginning, we used to wake up like at random times of the night just to take him out to see if he needed to do his business. But now we've noticed that when we take him out, when it's still nighttime, he doesn't do anything. He really doesn't. He just like plays. So we only take him out before bed and in the morning, and that's fine. So his sleeping pattern does not affect ours at all, which is a great thing. And then biting furniture. So he only started biting the carpet because the carpet we have one of those like grass carpets. So there's pieces of grass sticking out, and he started biting it. But my aunt gave a good tip, and it's very affordable. If you mix vinegar and water in a spray bottle and just spray it on things you don't want them to pee on or to bite, and that really does work. Another option is you get a citronella spray from pharmacy, from the pet shop, that you can also use for that. Perfect reality: puppies don't sleep long and they love attention, or is my baby an attention seeker? Puppies don't sleep long, and Ollie loves attention. If Trevino and I are working, or if we're having supper on the dinner table, or if we're just not all about Ollie. He runs around the house and he barks. It's very funny. He loves attention. The experience of picking up dog poo. How do you bring yourself to do without puking? The poop and the poop is Trevino's job. Ollie poos outside, so I think Trevino uses the spade and puts it in the poo bag, or I don't know. That's Trevino's job, not my job, thank God. Tips on house training. I have no tips, guys. I have no tips, I'm sorry. But I think the vinegar thing would work, and also getting pee pads. So maybe try getting a pee pad, giving him treats when he goes in the right place. Also rolling up newspaper and just a tap on their nose when they do the wrong thing. I think that works also. And yeah, pretty much that's all the advice I can give. Guys, do your research. The things I've googled since I've gotten Ollie is very funny. So do your research. There's a lot of good articles out there that can help on how to train your dog, what food they can eat and things like that. I was also reading an article yesterday, it was so funny, that said if your dog nips you while they're playing, Ollie is starting to bite me, yo. If your dog nips you while they're playing, don't shout to them, just like just make a sound so that they know that you hurt, and then they will stop. And also if they're excessively barking, the articles, they just look at the ceiling. That's so funny, like why the ceiling? That's very funny. Did you find that Ollie can sense exactly when your mood is low or when you're sad? Not yet. I don't think he figured that out as yet. He does. I actually don't think so. No, he hasn't. He's just always there. Whether you're happy or you're sad, whether I'm peeing, Ollie is just always there. Like I literally lock the door now because he can push it open. Last question is, how do you discipline such a cute face? Newspaper on the nose. It's not hard. I don't think. Yeah, it's not hard. I know people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's not hard. It's just the sound that scares them. I know many people will be like, oh, but he's a puppy, he's gonna be naughty. No, guys, you need to train your puppy just like you would discipline a child of what's right and wrong. You need to discipline a puppy also. Otherwise you're gonna have these problems forever, in my opinion. Okay, this is just my opinion. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, to share. Follow me on Instagram. Check out Shop Sela Bella for an exciting small product launch for all the pet owners out there. I'm very excited and keen about this launch. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And a percentage of all sales on that specific launch will be towards an SPCA. So I'm excited about that. And see you guys every Tuesday, Friday and Sunday at 12:30 for a new video. Bye, Sela Bellas.